What's up everybody? Today I'm going to install HID headlights in the OBS truck you see behind me. The truck actually already has HIDs in it, but they're broken. One of them just stopped working. I think it's the ballast or something. So I ended up buying a brand new HID kit, the one you see sitting on the hood. So we're going to get the old kit, take it off, and we're going to put this new kit on. It's a kit from Obs 7. I think you can get them on Amazon and stuff. That's where I got it, but it was like a couple months ago, so hopefully they still have it if you guys need one. But here it is here. This is the box. They're the Bullet R style. These are 9006 8000K. The color that I have currently in here are 6000Ks. And it's kind of bluish, whitish color. But these new ones, being 8000K, they're going to be even more blue, which should look even cooler. But yeah, like I said, the HID's in there right now. One of them's out and broken. So we're just going to take off these old ones, put the new ones in, and I'll show you guys how it looks. Alright, so we'll go ahead and get it unboxed. Here's the box. 2-year warranty. The package is pretty nice actually for just a HID kit. Like, look at that, that's pretty cool. So we got, what is this? 5% off. Oh, that's cool. So we can get 5% off on our next order of Obs 7 stuff. Pretty cool. This looks like an installation paper. Okay, so here's the two boxes that came inside the big box. Let's go ahead and open this one. Alright, so right here we have both HID bulbs and some wires, plugs. If you haven't done an HID install, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to hook all these up. So we got that. On this side we got the ballasts. It's a cool style. They're a lot different than your typical HID ballast. This is metal, by the way. It's got like a anodized red coating on it. Really nice. Feels really premium. It's kind of heavy actually. Metal brackets on each side. Okay, so we got 2 of those on each one for each headlight. And then just these. Cool. Okay, so now that we got everything unboxed, we can go ahead and start on this install. So the first thing I'm going to do is connect these to the ballast. These all came in their separate box. So we'll go ahead and connect these right now. It's pretty self-explanatory. Only one side can connect, which is this side here. Obviously you can't connect these ones. So, and it's actually a threaded thing. So you just go like this. We'll find the pins. So there's 2 pins. You want to line it up with the 2 holes here. Once you line that up, just kind of press it in a little bit and then start screwing this. Alright, so we got that one connected. We'll go ahead and do this one now. And not only is there 2 pins you gotta line up, but if you see here, there's 2 arrows. I don't know if you can see that. because there's a little line right here that has to line up with this little notch in there. It's hard to see, but as long as you put both arrows together, you'll be fine. See how I just plugged it in, and then just to hold it secure, you could just thread this little cap on. Okay, so we got those two things taken care of. Now we can go ahead and separate these bulbs. Oh shoot, don't take that off just yet. Separate the bulbs. For some reason they got them connected to each other. Okay, so I'm just gonna separate these two headlights from each other right now. And we got these. Just put these to the side for just a second. So we're going to connect the headlights to the actual ballast thing. It's also pretty self-explanatory because there's only one way these can connect to each other. So we will connect these. Clipped right in. We got this one. This one is almost done. So now what we're going to do to finish this one off, we're going to get this piece here. What this right here is saying, this was connected to here. It says no light, flip it. Sometimes when you connect your HID kit and then you go to turn on your car to see if the lights work and they don't work and you're like, what the hell, what did I do wrong? Well, sometimes it's just a case of unplugging this, flipping this over and plugging it back in, and then they'll work most of the time. So that's just what that's talking about. That's actually happened to me before where I've connected a HID kit and it didn't work, and then I was wondering why, and then I flipped the switches and then it worked afterwards. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and connect these here. Now remember, like I just said, we might have to flip these later, but for now, put them in like that. Alright, so this one is completed. So this is what we have here. Might look weird, but that's how it goes. So we got bulb to the ballast, and then that little adapter wire that came with this, and then this separate piece that we plugged in. So this one's done. All we gotta do now is plug this into the car's harness, the headlight harness, and then just put our bulb in the headlight housing, and then that's it, and that one's done. So we'll go ahead and finish this one real quick. Alright, that one's on. Put this on. Alright, this one's ready to go into. Alright, let's go pop the hood. Alright, now remember I said I already had HIDs? They're also from the brand Ops 7, but these are Ops 7 Blitz. I'm not sure if they're better than these new ones I got or not. I'm not sure, but I mean, one of them went out already, so who knows. But we're going to get these off and put the new ones in. Alright, old HID kit is officially taken off. Now with these OBS trucks, if you are installing this on the OBS, you're going to have to take the battery off, and you're also going to have to remove the horn. This is the horn here. It mounts right here, right over the freaking headlight hole. So the horn's got to get out of the way, and the battery. It's pretty simple. Just one bolt on the horn and one bolt on the back of the battery down here. And just take the battery out, and then you'll have complete access to installing your HID on the left side. This side, you don't got to take anything out. It's pretty much just open already. So now that we've got the old ones out, let's go ahead and put these new ones in. Alright, so I'm going to try to do this with one hand while recording somehow. Okay. So there's the bulb. I'm going to go ahead and put the bulb in first. The bulb goes right in that hole right there. So let's go ahead and get this off without touching the lens, the glass of the bulb. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and put this inside the headlight housing. Once you get it in the housing, you want to turn it about a quarter or so. Alright, so once I turned it, it clicked in, and now that one's, the bulb's secure into the housing. Now this rubber grommet piece, you're just going to want to scoot it up as far as you can to cover the bulb housing thing. Alright, now that we got the bulb in the headlight housing, all that's left to do is just connect this end of the HID kit to the plug right there. Alright, so we're all connected up. So now what we're going to want to do is, with all this slack that you have here, just do whatever you want with it. You can stuff it behind stuff or whatever. I'm going to go ahead and mount this ballast. Alright, so before I start on this side, let me just show you guys real quick how I mounted it. I ended up just screwing the little ballast thing to the side of the fender right there, and that keeps it out of the way of the battery and anything over here. So we'll probably end up doing that same thing on this side. So again, let's carefully take this off without touching the glass. And then we're going to want to get it right into the headlight housing. Alright, that one is in. So I found there's three little notches on the headlight housing. Here, let me show you real quick. I'll take it back out. So if you look on here, see the three little notches on the outside of this? Well, there's three notches in the headlight housing that look exactly the same. There's going to be a smaller one, a big one, and then this medium-sized one. Well, that's how you plug it into the housing. You put the smaller one into the smaller one, medium, and then large, and then once you plug it in like that, then turn it a quarter, and then it'll lock in. So now that we got the actual bulb into the bulb housing, we're going to go ahead and do the same thing like on the other side. We're going to get this end of the HID kit, and then we're going to plug it into the vehicle's headlight harness. Alright, it clipped right in. So now all we gotta do now is just take care of all this extra slack, as you can see here. You know, we can tuck it onto the side, tuck it down here, wherever you need to tuck it. As long as you're not, it isn't somewhere where water can get on it, it'll be fine. Alright, now I got the right side completely mounted up. Put it in the same place I had the old one, just right here on the side of the wall, the fender wall. So it's kind of, you know, it's out of the way. I just tucked the wires down to the side a little bit, nothing fancy. That's all you really gotta do. So that one's installed now. All that's left to do is I gotta plug the battery back in, because you want to do this with the battery unplugged. Sorry if I didn't say that in the beginning, but yeah, before you do anything, unplug your battery and leave it unplugged until you get everything hooked up. Then you want to plug it back in. So I'm gonna plug this back in, and then we can do a test start and see if the lights come on. And then, like I said, if they don't come on, then we'll flip the switches and then they should be fine. Another thing I'll tell you guys is the way I mounted these onto the side wall is I ended up using these little self-tapper screws right here. They're really small, as you can see. The kit doesn't come with these. It comes with this mounting kit. So I'm not sure how you would use this. I guess you'd put the plate on the back of this wall, and then it has little nuts and screws. This would be more secure, but it's harder to do. It's a lot simpler just using a self-tapping screw like I did, like one of these. Or what's even more simple is to use this. This was also supplied in the kit. It's a little sticky thing. So you just peel off the thing, stick it on there, and then you can just stick the HID ballast onto this, and then you don't have to use screws at all. So you can, that's another way you can do it. And it's also got a couple of these zip ties. I'm probably going to use a couple of these zip ties to tidy up some of the wires over here, some of these ones. But it's pretty cool that they include this stuff, just, you know, so you can have a way of mounting it. But if you don't want to use these and you want to do the way I did, self-tappers like this, I'll put a link in the description below for little self-tappers like this, and if you want to pick them up from Amazon or something. That's the way I do it. It's easier to me, and then you don't have to drill holes or anything, because since they're self-tappers, they got this little drilling mechanism on top of it, and then it pretty much drills as you're screwing in. Drills right into the wall and holds it secure. So that's how I have both of these mounted up. Alright, so I'm going to do our first test to see if I mounted these up right. Alright, as you guys can see, they worked. I actually mounted them up right the first time. That's cool. A couple other times I mounted HIDs, I ended up having to flip the little switches, but this time it worked out great. I'm gonna open the garage a little. I just started the truck and now it stinks. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. It's a lot bluer than the old ones were. These are 8000K, so it's a little more blue. It looks really cool. So it's dark now. I wanted you guys to see how bright these things are at night. So we're gonna go down a dark street and we'll see how much light we get. Hopefully you can see it in the video. Probably not though. So if you're looking for HIDs, I'm gonna try to link some in the description below. HIDs that'll fit this truck and other C1500 trucks.